We want to paint the picture for the audience. Here's an animation of how this never-before-attempted jump is going to work.
For Heavy D to successfully jump the Brodozer over the plane, timing, speed, and altitude are everything. Heavy D must hit the ramp at 60 miles per hour and accelerate through the jump. This will launch the Brodozer 35 to 40 feet in the air for a distance of 130 feet. At the same time, Anthony must fly his plane at 80 miles per hour underneath the Brodozer at an altitude no higher than 25 feet. If they master the timing, speed,
wondering if the air from the Brodozer is gonna affect the flying of the airplane.
Main factors: speed, height, and most importantly, I think, timing.
Listen, Chris, when you're in a truck that has 12 to 1,300 horsepower, speed and height, no big deal. All I gotta do is smash that skinny pedal. We're talking about timing tonight because I want this to be a huge moment where I cross right over that airplane as he flies directly below me. Meaning, I want to look through my floorboards and see the top of Anthony's head. That's what I'm looking for, and that is extremely difficult, especially with that right there, the wind.
Yeah, you know, that's something that we haven't really discussed yet, but we're going to a lot tonight, and that is the fourth factor and possibly the X factor, the weather. This past week has been crazy, man. We've been dealing with wind and rain. It seems to change every 20 minutes.
Yeah, listen, I'll give the viewers a quick kind of wind meter. When my beard's doing this, you're talking about 10 miles an hour. My beard gets sideways, we're 20 plus miles an hour, which is a bad thing. So let's all cross our fingers for good weather.
Yeah, the audience at home is getting a look at what the weather has been like this week. We've had windstorms, we've had sandstorms, rain. We've had a little bit of everything.
We've had one of everything that Utah has to offer.
All right, well, let's kick it over to Diesel Dave right now, who is right next to Heavy D's takeoff ramp. Dave.
America, would you look at the size of that jump? It's huge. It's like 12 feet tall, which means if my math serves me correctly, my friend Heavy D is going to have to drive his 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck at about 60 miles per hour in order to propel him high enough and far enough to go over Anthony Oceanuga's 700-pound plane. That's insane. But who's really insane is Anthony Oceanuga for wanting to fly his plane under a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. So, Muscle, let's kick it over to you with Anthony.
Hey, you know what, Diesel Dave? Thank you. I'm really excited to be hosting this whole show almost by myself, but I am grateful for Chris, you know, as a co-host, and maybe a little bit of you, Heavy D. But here's the deal. I'm with the craziest person, I think, today. That's Pilot Oceanuga. He's flying under Heavy D while he goes over him with the Brodozer. Now, here's what I want to know. Are you scared?
Not scared, per se. The spidey senses are definitely tingling at this moment.
So, you're nervous, but you're ready.
I'm 100% ready.
Then this is what I want to know. What were you doing this time last year?
Well, Muscle, I can tell you this. I was definitely not flying underneath a 6-ton Monster Jam truck.
This guy's crazy. You know what? Let's get it back to you, Chris. He's ready to go.
All right, thanks a lot, Muscle. Hey, nice job, dude. You're doing a great job of hosting.
Him a microphone.
I'm gonna stick around just in case he screws up.
This is gonna get interesting.
Oh, well, hey, they were talking about what they were doing last Memorial Day. What were you doing last Memorial Day? I know you weren't doing anything like this.
I tell you what, I was relaxing at the lake. I was floating around, minding my own business. I was not about to jump over a flying airplane, but I'm excited that I'm here today, ready to do just that.
Well, let's check in and see how exactly we got to today. Here are the Diesel Brothers' journey.
This has been by far the craziest journey we've ever been on, and it all started about 2 months ago while we were at a Monster Jam event.
Diesel Dave just pulled into the stadium. The track is slippery, and that means this is about to get real wild.
Watching the Brodozer soar through the air like a majestic eagle got me thinking that we might be able to put on the biggest, wildest, and most impressive Diesel Brothers stunt yet.
Wait. You're gonna jump a plane?
Technically, the plane's gonna fly under me as I jump. But yeah, that's the idea. Finding a pilot who's willing to be part of this stunt with us, that was one of the biggest, hardest obstacles that we had to face.
To tell you the truth, this is quite risky. I mean, I don't know you as a driver.
We're gonna do a little bit of dating here before we get married.
Let's jump in and let's go do it.
talk about this more. We've got Tom Mentz, 11-time Monster Jam World Champion, to figure out how the rest of the stunt's going to come together.
You go to Monster Jam headquarters in Florida. We can put it in the simulator. We get you to make some test jumps.
Yep, I agree.
Waddle all the way through? Oh, that was a terrible attempt. I don't know if you would have had the distance and the speed to get over the airplane. Real challenges, real danger.
Adding more and more elements to this. It's getting real, Tom.
It is. We'll get it done.
Then we got the flight path locked in with our pilot Anthony.
I feel comfortable flying through, 75 feet wide.
But I mean, dude, you're only 20 feet wide, aren't you?
20 feet wide, yeah. Well, I'm looking for some errors, right? So just in case you drop the jump, you don't hit it, or you need to hit it, right? I still have space to maneuver a little bit to get underneath that truck.
Here's your box for your airplane. Set that at 25 feet tall, 75 feet wide. These are all clear in that box at 60 miles an hour. 36 feet off the ground at 60 miles an hour.
That's a big jump you're looking at, Dave.
It is a big jump.
Can you do that?
So, where do you want to start?
Well, I think, number one, we need to make some speed passes.
We also were able to get the Protos out to the track and do some speed tests to figure out exactly what we got to do to make this truck go fast enough to jump over a flying airplane.
60 mile an hour, perfect. So we're good.
It's been a long road to get here. I just want to see how well he's going to perform right now.
But we're ready.
Nice job, Dave.
Made the plan, done the work, and now all that's left to do is show America what the Protos are capable of. Party time.
Oh yeah, it's party time indeed. And right now I'd like to invite another guest to this party, 12-time monster truck driving champion and Heavy D's mentor, Tom Mentz. Tom, welcome to the show, man.
And I'm so excited to be here. Can't wait for this night. We've been working a very long time on this. Heavy D's been working really hard. So many people behind this amazing stunt. Tonight's the night.
All right, well, our first jump up tonight is Todd the Duke attempting a forward momentum backflip. How difficult is this jump?
It's very difficult. Think of this. You're taking a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck, rotating it 360 degrees. At some point in that stunt, you have 12,000 pounds over the top of your head, 30 foot off the ground.
All right, we've got a little animation to show everyone watching at home exactly what this jump is all about. Check it out.
In order to successfully land the forward momentum backflip, Todd LeDuc needs to be driving exactly 31 miles per hour. If he goes too slow or too fast, the tires won't sync up with the ramp to produce the rotation that he needs. It's also critical for Todd to hit the ramp exactly straight and stay on the gas while in the air. This will ensure proper rotation throughout the jump. The truck must land on all four tires at the same time. Otherwise, the truck may begin a second rotation and roll over once again, producing a lot of damage to the truck.
Well, definitely more easily animated than done. Heavy D, one of the things they talked about in the package is critical to land on all four tires. How difficult is that to do?
Chris, you have no idea how difficult that is until you've been in one of those Monster Jam trucks trying to control it in the air, because it is 12,000 pounds of steel powered by 1,200 horsepower, and it wants to do whatever it wants to do.
Now, Tom, as we go through this package of Todd practicing, I want you to talk about what it takes to pull this off. I mean, it looks like he's going to do it, and then something goes wrong.
Early results were very tough. Anytime you're trying to open the mind of a new athlete at Monster Jam University, it's tough. There's challenges, there's failures, but it's all about progression. Todd LeDuc has progressed entirely throughout this stunt. Tonight, I expect it to be the best one ever.
Now, so to successfully execute this jump, you got to land on all four tires.
You have to. You got to get the proper speed. You got to give a good pull to the ramp. You got to be perfectly straight. You got to be laser sharp to both the kickers to get the proper bang.
Now,
through your body.
talk about those kickers, because at the top of the takeoff ramp, there are those two mechanical ramps, and those play a crucial part in the jump.
They do. You got two yellow pads. Those provide the kick for the front tires, and then the top is the release. It lets the front tires get all that pop, and the rear tires just drive right through. Puts him in a perfect pace to make a 360-degree rotation perfectly. But the most important thing for him, Stay on the throttle. Keep the tires rotating. Keep all that mass rotating forward to bring him all the way around.
All right, sports fans, it's time, and the crowd knows it. You know the old saying. Everybody grab your popcorn and let's watch this Monster Jam truck attempt a forward momentum backflip. Todd the Duke is strapped in. He's ready to go, and it's time. Now, for an extra fun zone, you can see that there's a UTV in the middle of the ramp that Todd's jumping over. Oh, and he looked like he didn't like something there, Tom. He took off out of it.
A little bit crooked there, you know. He got out, he spun the tires, he wiggled a little bit. It wasn't perfectly straight. That's the most important thing on this stunt. Straight to the ramp, straight to the kicker. Big hair, over 30 foot off the ground, upside down.
All right, now let's hope he clears that UTV, because that is the one we're giving away tonight.
Please, Tom.
And if you want to win that UTV, all you got to do is send a tweet. Make sure to use
It has
the
to be
hashtag
these,
Jump Live and
Do you see the yellow marks and the white lines?
here we go.
They're like crooked.
He's ready again.
You can see he's taking his time to make sure he is 100% set, because if he misses that ramp, he's going to corkscrew onto the concrete, and that is not good for anybody.
Tom, what's the checklist he's going through in his mind right now?
Just making sure he has the proper takeoff. He's keeping that left foot off the brake. Man, he wants to be the best ever right here. So excited for his opportunity. Let's see if he can get it done.
Here we go. It's go time. He's got the green light. He likes it. Come on, baby.
Oh, he did it. They're real locked.
Executed the forward momentum backflip. Wow, that was amazing. Wow, that was big. Tom, it looked like he was having a little issue in the air.
He was definitely corked out in the air there, but he brought it in safely. He went the best of his abilities. You're a
Burning the tire.
champion, you get it done.
Let's get to a replay right here. Bob, take us through it. He looked like he was off camera a little bit, but Todd managed to work the throttle on the brake and pull it out. Here you're seeing it again.
So big.
That is fantastic. Unbelievable effort on Todd the Duke's part. Congratulations from all of us here. And when we come back, we'll hear from the man himself, Todd the Duke. Stay with us. You're not going to want to go anywhere.